FINMA Properties, making room to build your future. Creative Voices, Certified Voice Artist Program. Mighty Tech, Advertising and Merchandising. Le Jardin, Printing Services. Purple Rockstar.
Every coffee needs a lotus.
Our homes.
What's the secret to beauty's beauty?
Langis.
Ito ba lahat ang gamit mo?
Ay hindi, isa lang ang gamit ko for all. Moringa O2 Therapy Oil. Hindi lang malunggay. Meron ding olive oil and omega from sunflower oil.
This therapy oil helps relieve my dry and irritated skin.
It helps lighten my scars and stretch marks.
It helps make my hair strong and healthy.
This is our beauty secret.
Sana all!
Zero oil.
Hi, I'm Mel, and I am choosy. My ultimate skin goal is gusto kong mag-even out ang skin tone ko.
Hi, my name is Gian Anwada. My skin goals are to become
It really shows na yung skin ko ngayon mas moisturized, mas glowing, and mas healthy.
thanks to Glutasy. I got my skin tone back. Thank you so much, Glutasy.
When one asks how you describe your Metro Manila lifestyle, does this come into mind? This is how a mother spends her rest day in the comfort of her balcony within the city. Find your simple pleasures at Solano Hills, your beautiful yet affordable country lodge from Finma Properties. Nestled along natural sloping features, this homey community is strategically located between the Alabang and Makati business districts. From Makati, Solano Hills is easily accessed via West Service Road in Muntinlupa City. Exit at Dr. A. Santos Avenue, and Solano Hills is just 3 minutes away. Ninoy Aquino International Airport, business districts, schools, and lifestyle centers are within easy travel distance. This 2.9-hectare neighborhood, inspired from the Solano County in California, is made up of 3 low-density phases of 15 residential buildings with 5 stories each. Moreover, each building has atriums for you to enjoy natural light and ventilation. The lodge, the central amenity area, sits at the highest point. At the lodge, you can meet friends at the recreation room after enjoying a dip in the swimming pools. Or you may opt to stroll around the landscaped sidewalks and spend the rest of your afternoon at the commercial areas. Here at Solano Hills, Finma Properties has beautifully designed its residential units to ease your city lifestyle. You may enjoy your 30-square-meter unit by greeting the fresh air on your balcony. Have some fun cooking sessions with your family in the kitchen. Or maybe have an exciting movie marathon in the living room. Due to your unit's square-shaped design, It's easy to fit out your furniture. In fact, you can fit 2 adjacent units for more space. What are you waiting for? This affordable country lodge lifestyle eagerly awaits you at Solano Hills.
Live, laugh, and create new stories. Likha Residences is a home that is more than a place for a family to live in. Located in the booming south of Metro Manila, Likha is within reach of prestigious schools, hospitals, retail and business centers, as well as Makati and Taguig central business districts. Likha Residences is host to an exclusive trove of modern townhomes, designed to reflect the graceful aesthetic of contemporary Filipino architecture. Choose between 3-story and 4-story townhomes. Let stories unfold with more spaces to enjoy life. Create stories after stories with your family. Your story begins at your very own 2-car garage that connects to ample utility spaces. This is a space for laughter and memory making in between sips of coffee. Create moments that will last a lifetime. Experience the lush greenery as you step out to the deck into the elevated garden and pathwalk. The tranquil story is your space to relax and unwind. Crowning every home is the penthouse. It is the perfect backdrop for creating moments with family and friends. Likha Residences also features a selection of amenities that residents can enjoy. Likha Residences is a place where every room is ripe for a story. Likha is your place to create moments.
It's nice easing back into old routines. Only now, with extra care. Let's do it for ourselves, for our loved ones, for everyone's safety.
Hurry up, let's go. Let's go.
And staying safe starts at home.
Nice.
From how we work and learn, to the little ways we find joy. If you must head out, take extra care. Making a small effort, being mindful. They go a long way to keeping us all safe. The health of all depends on each one of us. So let's work together, using new tools and keeping to our new habits to protect the people we love. At work, let's all be good team players.
Hi, good morning. How are you? Good.
A little distance between us today will be good for us all tomorrow. A little care can protect the one thing that means the world to us. So let's do our part.
The views and opinions expressed by the speaker, host, commentator, or other third party in Ariva webinars, e-learning events, and/or virtual masterclass are those of the speaker, host, commentator, or third party and do not necessarily reflect and represent the views and opinions of Ariva. Furthermore, Ariva does not warrant, express, or imply the merchantability and fitness for a particular purpose of any product information, service, or process presented by the speaker, host, commentator, or third party, and Ariva specifically disclaims any legal liability or responsibility for the accuracy, completeness, or usefulness of any product information, service, or process presented. Finally, material or information presentation, opinion, process, or service by, on any trade name, trademark, manufacturer, or otherwise during Ariva webinars, e-learning events, and/or virtual masterclass do not constitute or imply Ariva's endorsement or recommendation of such opinion, process, service, item, or organization.
There you go. A pleasant morning to each and every one of you, and welcome to another free live webinar brought to you by Ariva Academy. Good morning, everyone. My name is Irish Malonda Samson, and I will be your host and moderator this morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our free live webinar on hybrid work-life balance, putting the Agile-You work at work today. So everyone, before we start, I know you're all geared up for our whole session, for our session today. But of course, first and foremost, please adhere the following house rules. Okay, let's wait. In order for us to have a smooth flow of our session, please adhere to the following house rules. Ariva is committed to protecting your privacy. Hence, stricter security of this webinar has been implemented. For better viewing of your Zoom experience, we encourage you to please update your Zoom application by visiting their website, zoom.us/download. And reminder to our participants who will be using mobile phones during the webinar, please go to Google Play Store for Android users and Apple Store for iPhone users to download and install the Zoom app. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ms. Daphne, Ronilo. Good morning, Law. Okay. So in order, for those of you who are first-time attendees of our free live webinar, please type in hi in the chat box right now. Please share with us where you watching right now. Hi, Francis. What about the others? Come on, guys. Andrea, first timers, thank you for joining us today. Gabriel, Rachel, let us know where you're watching right now so we can greet you as well. Watching from Cavite naman si Ms. Novi. Good morning. Ireel, hi. Raz is from Cavite as well. Watching from Manila, Lil Angeli. Thank you for joining us. Good morning as well. Okay, Patricia Joy is from Cavite also, and Francis is watching all the way from Antipolo. Ada is from Mandaluyong naman. We have Elvira from Taguig. Thank you. And Annabelle, wow, from Iligan City. Salamat po from joining us. Jezza Rose is from Lanao del Norte. Ayan, maraming salamat. So let's do an audio check. Please use the following codes. Please type in 111 if you can hear me loud and clear. I am audible. I am coming across clearly. 111 in the chat box right now. 222, you cannot hear me. No sound at all. 2121, breaking up or logging. And question mark if you don't understand anything. So far, it's flooding with 111, so I think we're good. Moving forward, of course, we will be having a 5-minute break in between the presentation of our speaker, and please do watch out for that because we have in store an icebreaker for you, and you will be having a chance to win GCash prizes, okay? Hi, good morning, Karen. There you go. For Q&A guidelines, participants' microphones will be temporarily disabled by the administrator during discussion to avoid interruptions. For questions and clarifications during the provided time after each topic, please click the raise hand button. Wait for me to acknowledge your name and then you can unmute your audio. Okay? Type in your questions at the chat box and one question at a time will be entertained. And of course, an e-certificate of attendance will be awarded to our participants who successfully completes the entire virtual masterclass. Online certificates will be available 3 to 5 days after our free live webinar. Okay? And of course, please scan this QR code. This will be directed to our feedback form. Please send us your comments, suggestions, suggested topics to discuss in order for us to improve our future free live webinars and learning events. And please don't worry because we will post the link of the feedback form later before we end our session so you can access our feedback form. Okay? And now, I know you're all excited to meet our speaker, but before that, may I ask everyone to please open their cameras. There you go. Okay, maraming salamat po. I will be now introducing our
Ariva Academy.
Every coffee needs a lotus.
Okay, and I'm back. Can you hear me now? Sorry for the
Pairing.
interruption. And now I know we're all geared up for a session, and now I will be introducing her. Okay, I think I'm good. So, she is the founder and managing director and lead consultant of DBG Training Management and Public Relations Consultancy Philippines, technical leadership consultant of IC and HEVOS program under Global Fund Netherlands 2012 to 2017. Business Unit Head in Financial and Career Innovation, HR Reward and Retention Consultant of AXA Philippines, with more than 30 years in corporate educator and seasoned public speaker in business communications management, technical workplace writing, business English, customer care, professionalism, ethics, and values, a work-life balance and integration, and also a partner consultant and speaker of Ariba's Speakers Bureau. Everyone, as all now, welcome our speaker, Ms. Daphne Granfil.
Hello everybody, good morning, work-life balance wizards. Dapat ngayon wizard na tayo. Magandang umaga, Irish. Okay,
good morning. How are you?
Doing good like you guys. I see that some are staying at home and some are in the office na yata because those who are wearing the mask, no? So magandang umaga, magandang buhay, magandang future sa ating lahat. Okay, kamusta na po kayo? Kayo ang gusto kong kamustahin. I'm at home, okay? So I don't need the mask for now. Okay, so don't worry about me. Hello. I see beautiful friends here today and we are 150 million. Pwede ba yun? Irish? Okay, learning today. I know guys, this is free, but this is all free as actually essential ones. And thank you for giving time like this. Okay? Sa totoo lang po. Okay, we typically want to learn the technical, but the technical should be humanized with the truth in life. Do you agree? Type 1 if yes. Type 2 if you want to send me something here at home. Joke. Okay. Yan, marami pa tayong friends. Actually, Rish, no, that's coming in. There, wow, okay, they believe. Yes, Emmanuel, pengi naman ako. Okay. Natawa tuloy si Emmanuel, kita-kita dyan, ha? Don't worry, guys. This is more of, let's talk about life, all right? Let's talk about life. Breathe. Okay, may binabalanse tayo dito. Breathe lahat muna. Alam kong mahirap mag-breathe because you have your mask. And we're gonna do this for 2 hours. Some friends have already greeted me. Maraming salamat, okay, for coming and giving this time. You know, it's really the time, the VOCA time as we label it still. But I'm so happy seeing you kicking off and moving forward, no, trying to win life and trying to pursue goals and all. So I hope you give your 100% love for us here so we can move forward, understanding work-life balance. Let me just share my screen. Let me know also if you cannot hear me. Okay. So it's really good to be doing, buti na lang, no, inisip ko, paano kung wala pang Zoom sa ganitong panahon? What if pandemic happened 15 years ago? OMG, I cannot see Emmanuel eating there anymore. Okay, I cannot see the beautiful faces until now kung ito ay dumating earlier. So this is something to be thankful for because we can still do this, right? No? Otherwise, siguro, kung walang Facebook, hindi mo rin makikita yung dating mga professor and friends mo. Napakahirap, no? For us. So let me share my screen. Welcome to the program. Okay? I hope you can see it. Let me know if you can. Okay, if not, we'll pray to the Lord so I can project it well. Can you see my screen? Yes? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Pagalawin ng ating mga katawan. There, thank you. So we're now doing the hybrid. If I cannot see the chat for now, okay, allow me to just continue and read back, all right? Kasi hindi naman tayo pwede mag-multitask while doing this. So people are still coming in. I still see names. Paki-admit na lang po sila. Okay? So welcome to a hybrid. Ngayon, hybrid na ang work-life balance natin. And how is that different from the work-life balance concept that we have been fighting for, okay, over our corporate lives and business lives? So I had to think of a course which I can give all for your strong awareness that regardless of what is happening, it is our responsibility to balance the life. Okay? So with this, you know, I want to start typically kasi pag ang speaker, nagsasalita yan sa ending, merong quote. Uunahan ko na kayo ng quote, pero hindi ibig sabihin tapos na ang slide, ha? So, just sit back there and listen. You know, I posted this mga 2 days, 3 days ago yata. Let your life be lived well. One day at a time right now. Okay, I love doing quotes like this every day. If I am not active doing talks, at least, you know, bring awareness to people that there are still in a big picture responsibility, okay, that we should be minding, and that is our LIFE, life. Now, the question is, how do you let your life be lived well, one day at a time? Right now, na pabago-bago, parang hairstyle, parang love life ang ating buhay. Well, actually, our life is always like of love life. Okay, it changes over time. So, this is now the quest why you are here. Sige nga, tanungin ko nga muna kayo. Ano ang ginagawa nyo dito ngayon? Okay, may I know in one word, why are you here? Ayoko ng word na learn, ha? We are here to learn obviously already. Pero bakit ka nandito? Aside from it's a free course, I know, but there must be another reason why are you here. Okay, reloading. Okay, whatever that means, Miss Mila. Okay, reloading is probably revisiting what you are practicing already. Self-gain, yes, should be. Innovate, there must be other innovative ways. Sige, thank you so much for those who participated. Anyone else? Why are you in a talk like this? To check, tama. To check kung okay pa yung ginagawa ko, to gain knowledge. Okay. You see, work-life balance is a concept that all of us have our own perception. And I agree, some would say wala namang work-life balance. Others would say wala talagang work-life balance, work-life integration daw meron. Okay, whatever it is that you want to define on, it is still our responsibility to make everything work in our journey. Okay? Thank you. To be motivated, oo naman, Heralyn. Kailangan natin ma-motivate sa dami ng mga iniisip natin. Okay? Ilan ba ang iniisip nyo everyday? Saan ba ang mga thoughts nyo? How many thoughts do you keep every day? Aside from work, isa na yan. Pamilya, isa yan. Okay, meron pa bang ibang iniisip? Validate my book on work-life balance. Oh, wow! Emily, sure. Well, you know, validation depends on the journey and the period, no? If you want if you need my help, Emily, okay. Kasi I tried to also write work-life balance book. Kaya lang with the schedule, hindi ko mabalance pa ang time for that. Because writing a book takes time, right? It takes thought to paper. Focus talaga yan. Congratulations, Emily, and good luck. Okay, I'm just here. Okay? Now, yes, preparing for retirement. Sana all. Di ba? Sana all. Di ba? Well, in a time like this, retirement also moves when it comes to, you know, plans. I know, to update or add what we know. Yes, we'll go through that. Sige. So I'll start now, no? So this is something I want us to keep in mind, that there is a way to live life well, but you have to take it one day at a time, right now. This is the present that we are having, one day at a time. Alam ko tayo, handa tayo magplano in the future. But you see, like yung nangyari kanina, mga glitches, hindi na iiwasan yun. Alam niyo yan, di ba? Marami pang life glitch na dadaanan. Okay? So, be with me to tell you this. Well, you see, we have a guest here. I'm sure you know him. Sino ito? I love his smile here. Who is this guy with me right now? Our first guest is, yes, Simon Sinek. Alam niyang mahal ko. Ay, hindi. Mahal ko siya pero hindi niya alam. Huwag niyo sasabihin, secret natin yan, ha? Okay. I love this guy because he's very clear. His clarity really lures me to listen more. No? Simple lang ang sinasabi niya sa atin. He's a thought leader and he shares his thoughts about what he sees in life. He has so many good stories and maybe you can also follow him, okay, to add up insights in your life right now. He's also very keen to what's changing around us. So Simon Sinek also had a book. Anong pangalan ng book niya? Sige nga. Okay, a leadership guru, yes. Anong pangalan ng book ni Simon Sinek? Do you have any idea? I know he wrote a lot, but there's one really that's very simple that is worth reading paulit-ulit. Parang yung book lang ni Stephen Covey na 7 Habits or 8 Habits before he passed away, no? Do you know his book? Start with Why. Yes. Correct ka dyan. Okay. Siyempre yung why mo nung high school ka, iba na. Sa why mo nung nag-asawa ka, yung why mo nung nag-retire ka. Nagbabago ang mga whys natin. Are you aware? Are you aware? All our whys change across time. Yes, you wrote a book. That's why it is very important we always start with why. And living life well, if that is the quest, one day at a time. Okay? Let's use his concept by adding up clarity. Okay? There should be clarity and why we still get up in the morning and do what you do right now. Hindi pwede yung kasi sinabihan lang kayong pumasok kayo sa eskwelahan or sa workplace. Hindi pwede yun. Kailangan malinaw bakit mo ginagawa ang mga ginagawa mo. Either you're in a workplace or in business. But hindi na lang natin itigil. But hindi natin baguhin. Okay? So just like, you know, Simon Sinek is telling us that we know what outcome we want in life, all right? And we know how to do things. Sometimes hindi, di ba? Sometimes hindi actually natin alam ano ang dapat gawin. Pero, okay, pag clear ang why natin, we are differentiated with a direction. That is the time that we embrace redirection because we understand our why. That's why others are so having a hard time, should I decide for this or that? What is your why? And every day you have to clarify yourself with it. Yung pa ba yung why na gusto mo o baka iba na? So, in our session right now, okay, the consistent of what, of course, I promise to help you apply balancing acts or attitude that you can use every day para matuto naman tayong mag-live life one day at a time. Okay? One day at a time, di lahat ng problema na solve natin today, ha? Okay? Human as we are, we too have limitations for finding out resolutions that fast. Okay? To find about the balance itself, we go now to the how. I know what it means to have a paradigm shift. Madali lang sabihin yun. Sabihin mo sa katabi mo, mag-paradigm shift ka na, pare. Mag-paradigm shift ka na, mare. BFF. Madali lang sabihin. Pero minsan ang hirap ituro. You agree? Minsan ang hirap ituro, mag-paradigm shift. Paano mo isi-shift? But today, I want to give you more of a paradigm lift. If you have shifted already, maybe it's time to do a paradigm lift because you are now living in a hybrid work lifestyle. That is what you're leading right now. Okay. Next is, of course, why? So that you can lead a harmonious. When you say balance, it's harmony. Everything is working according to your plan. But by truth, everything doesn't really work according to what we want to happen. 170 people, palakpakan naman natin ng ating mga sarili, okay, that who are staying here right now for 2 hours. So this is what we're gonna do today. Okay. No? This is what we're gonna do today. So, harmony and balance, you cannot really, separate them. Kaya gusto mong balanse ang buhay mo kasi, it feels good to have a harmonious life. All right? If I ask you on the chat box from 1 to 5, okay, 5 is the highest. Ano ang harmony level ng buhay mo ngayon? Okay, let's be honest. Gaano ba ka-harmonious? 3, 2, 4, very good. Okay, lahat ng 4, goodbye. Joke. Okay, lahat ng 4, all of you stay, ha? Okay, 3. Ayan, oo, walang nagpa-5 pa. Yung isa may 1, alright. Okay lang yan. Because we go through a journey in a season. Okay, wow, thank you, those who have 5. A season wherein we are in control and a season in life wherein we are not in control. What's important? Sinasabi natin, it's okay. May 0 tayo. Okay, sige, may 0. Okay. What's important is, ito yung sinabi natin noon nag-2020 lockdown, it's okay not to be okay. Okay? It's okay not to be okay. Fine. But it's not okay to stay that way, FYI. Alright? Pwede natin gawing ano yun, ha? Reason. Ulit, ito na naman yung mga excuses. I'm not okay, I won't work, goodbye. Can't do that. Alright? So, what you do is, you have to get back. And that is, if you are in a ditch of doubt right now, I understand. I was there. I too was there. All of us did during the lockdown. Okay, let me just proceed. So you see, we were lucky to have witnessed, be part of the ASEAN Work-Life Balance Project in 2016 to 2017. Okay, so I was with, sorry ha, this is one of those things that I had issues about in the past week. I'm supposed to share pictures to you. However, yung aking Facebook, medyo din-disable for whatever reason, I don't know yet. So allow me to just share to you something like this. Ang dami sanang photos ng ASEAN Work-Life Balance. Okay, yours truly is a PR and media partner for Philippines. That's why I was with Mark Villar then. My job then, to make it the long story short, is to interview all the proponents, okay, of the event. So nagsama-sama yung representative ng 10 bansa. It was organized by e-homemakers of Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur. So we had 4 days, I think, of planning and merrymaking. Okay, I interviewed the former First Lady of Indonesia by that time and the daughter, and also the mayor of Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur. I was in search of the meaning of work-life balance. Those time. Even I, no, personally, kasi ang ganda naman ng mga plataforma, pero walang single, ulitin ko, no correct, right definition. Because work-life balance, from now on, I want you to think it's a spectrum. All right? A spectrum, a range, a variety. Okay? It's a journey. All right? No perfect size fits all when we talk about balance. All right? Why? Because of the different big whys we have. Ulitin ko ha? Because of the big whys we have, yan ang why mo. Okay? In good faith, yan ang why mo. So iba ang balanse mo. So you cannot judge people around you, mali ginagawa mo. You can't say that. So let's not judge each other about the work-life balance. Okay, others says integration. Integration happens if you have already laid the foundation of the balance. If the balance indicators are very, very clear, you cannot integrate something that is not clear. Okay, so we proceed. Okay, eto na. 2019, everybody, okay pa tayo lahat? Yes? Saan ka nung 2019? Anong ginagawa mo nung 2019? Go back nga. Okay, my consulting was, still very active that time. Before the pandemic year, what were you doing? Nakalimutan mo. Okay, what were you doing in 2019? Yan, napag-isip ko tuloy kayo. Yeah, you were working in a clinic. Everything seems fine. Wow, gym after work, Good, good. Traveling, schooling. It seems like a very, normal life. Oh, you were planning to shift career. Kamusta naman, Jennifer? Nag-shift ka na? Jennifer Kieta. Nag-shift ka ba? Sige, chikahin mo na lang ako ng shifting journey mo. Okay. Yes, vacation everywhere. Good job. All good. Exactly. Exactly, Manuel. I agree. Until, alam nyo, ng 2019, ang pinag-uusapan, diba? If you remember, yun ang madalas ko naririnig, the big one. No? The big one. Yes, you were working. Good. The big one. The big one is the earthquake. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for participating. Okay. You got a new career. Yes. Okay. Now, here's the thing. The big one is the big threat in 2019. The way we're talking about it, naririnig ko lang po. But in 2020, the big lockdown happened. You see the shift of the journey? The big lockdown. Alam natin, marami tayong kwento. Kung ano nangyari, ano ang unang ginawa mo when the lockdown was already told and said on the media. I'm pretty sure ay pareho lang tayo na parang anong gagawin ko. Yun din ang tanong ko sa sarili ko. And the first thing I got out of it, the lockdown, yung ginawa ko para makapag-isip, kinuha ko na ang walis, naglinis na po ako ng bahay para lang makapag-isip. Okay? That was a big lockdown. But we thought, it's easy to rise from the ditch of doubt after the lockdown. 2 months lang yan, 3 months, 4 months. Aba, tumatagal na siya. Okay? And thus we shift, ways on how else to do things better. But in 2021, OMG, nag-upgrade ang ating kaibigang COVID. The big variants started coming in and still now having sub-variants and all. Okay? So it started with the big one, going to the big lockdown, going to the big variant. Thus, we define we are in a VUCA stage or period. Then the big war is on this year. Having Ukraine and Russia, of course, our government also changing headship. Okay. So we don't know what's going to be sana naman the big success naman tayo from this year going to the next. So all of us went through the changes. And the balance has to change. Agree? You have to change the way you balance things. Because if you keep on saying, mabuti pa noon, ay, tumigil na ang buhay mo. Mabuti pa noon ganito. But how do you know that yung future mas hindi maganda sa noon? You have to move your minds away sa buti pa noon. Of course, we tend to compare because it's easy, right? It's easy to live then. It's predictable. But don't you see that life itself is VUCA? Volatile? Anong ibig sabihin ng VUCA? VUCA. Yes? Anyone? VUCA. V stands for volatile. Volatile, paiba-iba. U, if you have notes there, you can take this down. U is uncertain. Walang kasiguruduhan. I hope I said that right in Filipino. Okay? C is complex. Yes. Ang hirap maintindihan. Diba? And A is ambiguity or ambiguous. Correct? Ang ibig sabihin ng ambiguity, may kalabuan, labo. And that is life. Actually, matagal na tayo nasa buka, ngayon lang tayo nag-label. Ang buhay ganun. Okay? Volatile. Okay? Uncertain. And C is complex. And A is ambiguous. That's why if you just started doing the work-life balance right now, it's going to be tough for you. But you see, I started in the work-life balance when I was already 19 years old. Okay, because I've gone through a lot of business model already. I was an employee. I had a business. I went into freelance and they all change. How do you mind your life? Okay, so for every decision that you get into, you are going through the VUCA journey. It's always like that. Okay, it's always like that. So open your mind. Open your mind that we really cannot tell. The problem is, human as we are, we wanted predictable things matter. Sigurado ba? Kikita ba yan? Mas maganda ba career ko dito? Okay? Mas okay ba ang buhay ko dito? You can't say it. Now, here's the thing. The truth is, kung hindi mo susubukan, hindi mo malalaman. It's the same concept as what we do right now. Sa totoo lang, hindi ko kami sanay mag-Zoom ha. Nung una, umiiyak ako. Kasi sumasakit ang mata ko at talagang napakahirap magsalita na hindi ko kayo nakikita o hindi ko kayo nafe-feel. We get our energy from people also on stage. Pero as time goes by, natututunan naman pala lahat. Okay? So, let's go to balance. Let's try to understand what balance is. What other words can you associate with balance? Anyone? What other words you can associate with balance? Equal, grounded. Go ahead. How about the others? Fair, a harmony, stable, yes, 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 and all of the things. Proportion, equity. Okay. So these are the visuals that we see. When you hear the word balance, ito yung nakikita mo, well-versed, okay, stability. But again, balance is subjective, ha? This is subjective. If I am balanced and you see I'm not balanced, it's such a problem. It's a problem of the person who perceives balance. All right? So let me give you an example here para mas maintindihan natin ang balance. Balance in, let's say, fine arts, design. Okay, like in the movie of Titanic, okay, I'm pretty sure before they release this, they have to study first the balance of the colors, the forms, and everything, the layout that they put here. So, but remember, every balancing act has a reason why it's being, has a why it's being done. Okay, you just don't balance kasi balance din yung nakita mong friend mo, so gagayahin mo. You have to go back always to your life, guys. You have to go back and review your own balancing act, okay? Now, why? Okay, in arts, in fine arts, in design, to produce an aesthetically pleasing, integrated whole, the wholeness of the design. So if you see here, it's balanced in a sense that you put a line in the middle, so ganyan nila ginagawa yan, no, in design. Okay, well, there's some, of course, visuals that do not really pursue the balance because of a different reason. Ha? Kung nakikita nyo, a good example si ano yun, si Jose Marichan, yung picture niya lagi nasa gilid, sumisilip. Okay, balance ba yun? Okay, now again, that balance has a different reason why Jose Marichan is at the side of the visual. Okay, so, but this one is just an example for you to produce a beautiful, pleasing, integrated whole of the story. That's why you have this poster in 1997 movie. All right? Ito tanong ko. How about diet? Why did we study even in school the food groups? Is that what for? Is it because it just add up to our notes? Bakit kailangan balance ang diet? Sige nga. Why? Bakit kailangan balance ang diet natin? Balance ang meal. Okay, for health. Exactly. Okay? Because health is still wealth. I remember doing a talk in Philippine HR. Ito po yung pinakamahirap na work-life balance na talk na ginawa ko in public. Okay, pero virtual kami that time. I know people were seeking for answers and I have no answer to tell you how to balance it. But what I did, I showed them the balance of what is really happening between the health and the wealth area of life. Kaya lumabas ang 4 na work-life balance warriors nun. Okay? Categorized as those who are healthy and working, those na nawalan ng trabaho pero healthy naman, those naman na hindi na healthy at walang trabaho, yun ang mga work-life warriors in 2020. So that people can make decision, asan ka na ba ngayon? Where is your work-life balance position? That's what I did. But to give information about how to do things, okay, I was limited because I too was in the same position as you are. Yes, we balance our diet because we want to stay active every day and keep it healthy so that we can do what we need to do, right? Otherwise, okay, they said that it comes with age. No, this is how it goes. Age goes with energy, and energy is the health part. Okay, that's why others upkeep kahit tumatanda na, no? Healthy pa rin, they can still do what they do because they kept the energy, not the numbers. FYI ha, baka hindi nyo lang po nakikita, bata pa naman ako. You know, I'll just mind my diet when I age 30, 40, 50. Okay, so know your body. That's part of balance. Know your body. Otherwise, it might be imbalanced and you cannot also do what you need to do in life. How about the budget? Ito na, usapang pera tayo. Okay, usapang pera tayo. Do you have a budgeting rule? Why do you need to balance your budget? Sino dito ang nahihirapan mag-balance ng budget? Type me, M-E. Sino ba dito, especially now that all prices have changed because of what's happening in the globe? Naku, ang dami. Okay? Ito ang mag-sana all. Hindi ko masasabing sana all. All talaga, wala na si sana. Yes, I know budget now. You have to change it because, you know, we see the prices changing already. Just the other day, I think the rising prices of the basic commodities, rice and coffee, okay, are rising also. So these are the things you have to manage and to balance. Okay, so budgeting, why do we need to balance money? Because like it or not, we live in an economic-led world. And to balance the budget is to give you a big picture on the cash flow and cash out, what goes in and what goes out. Why? Because, of course, you would like to plan things to sustain the cash flow, to manage risk, and to prepare other needs. So pag hindi nyo binabalanse yan, you just go by the flow and that's it, bahala na kung saan ako dalhin ng panahon. And that is not the reason why you're doing what you're doing today. So when you say balance, there is a responsibility for the balancer to do all these things. Now, those are just examples. But to give you definition here, okay, I have 3. There you go. I'm going to put up everything. So it's the mental steadiness and emotional stability. This is the hardest part in being human. Okay, but some words here are also just giving you the responsibility of the following. It is a habit. Habit ang balance. Hindi pwede ngayon, di ka nagbabalance, next month na lang. So if it's a habit, it has to be a lifestyle. Balance should be a lifestyle. It's not something that a project. It has to be done every day as much as possible because you need to judge on where to distribute whatever you need to share, to compare things which is important from non-important. Kaya nahirapan tayo sa time management eh. Okay? Because, you know, if you only do time management once in a while, I don't know who among you changes your work week structure. Sino dito ang nag-change every week at ini-evaluate? Okay? Yes, you're right, Curly, I agree. Okay, who among you, no, are changing your work week structure? If it's already fixed, because that is where the work is coming from, and that's the mandate of the organization, so be it. But the lifestyle has to conform with it, and especially if you allowed or welcome that kind of work you have right now. So that's balance. It has to be a habit. It involves judgment, where it involves action to distribute and compare and see the importance. So these are keywords that I'm giving you. So work-life balance should be an integration of the whole. One time I was interviewed for working people. So what is work-life balance for working people? Is it time management? Not exactly, I said. It is where you want your time to be. It is where you put your time. Okay? I agree that when you are working, you are putting your time in the office or at your company's use, right? Okay. But that is, again, a business model that you embrace of being employed. But there are other business models also that you may want to explore, especially if that is the kind of balance you want. All right? Na minsan we feel stuck because we don't want to explore anymore. Nakasanayan na kasi. Okay, you need to explore ways because that is part of finding the balance. Okay, so the question now is, where do you base your life balancing attitude and acts today? Where do you base it? Okay, where can you base it? Any idea? Saan niyo binabase? Kung may balancing, like this picture I have here, okay, may base siya, or it's based on that stone, how it's being developed by nature. Okay, the stone, you see, the shape, the stability of the stone, nakabalanse doon. So saan niyo binabase? Okay, in time, all right? Thank you. You base it on time. Where else? Anyone? Kasi there should be really an indicator where you base your balancing attitude and action. Pag wala kang indicator, iba. Okay? Foundation, the peace of mind, all right? Kung saan yung mas, yung mind mo, you base it there. Okay. Okay, now environment, all right? Again, guys, environment, we can be triggered by the change through environment. But remember, we have things we can control and things we cannot, right? That is very true. Okay. So, and we cannot, when people started staying at home, you know, there are effects already, bad or good. When people started being asked to go back to the office, meron din namang reklamo doon, promise. Based on task for the day. Now, my question here is, where do you base your life, whole life, balancing act? Okay. Whole life. I'm talking about you. You. I'm not talking about your company. I'm talking about you. Okay. Because that's exactly where the bumping in priorities happen. That's why I had to go through a lot of business models myself. I had to experience how it is to be an employee, how to go to business, how to be a freelancer, how to be a project partner, so I can see where I am. So for some of you who may not yet explored and tried the other way, but for all you know, that must be the best way. Okay? Like I said, when I did the ASEAN Work-Life project, the ASEAN Work-Life Balance project in Malaysia, no one size fits all type of definition. Wala talaga. Okay, and these are the influencers in their own countries. Wala talaga. But they base it on, okay, katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, they base it on the big why. They did planning, but they were very strong about the big why it needs to be balanced. An example of a project that we were talking about is the free internet, okay, across the globe in ASEAN. Okay, hopefully it's going to be mandated by the government. the local government, the national government across ASEAN, especially in the mountains, kasi wala naman talagang internet doon so that people can communicate. Why? Because the big why of that movement is interconnectedness. Doon sila nagbe-base sa big why. So ask yourself, if you are working right now, okay, can it be a big how? Later, babalikan natin si how. Okay? Kasi ganito yan. Friendships of today, work-life balance warriors. If you want to be a wizard, everything from disciplining yourself to the work is attached to your big why. You can never be disciplined if you don't like what you're doing or where you are right now. Let's be honest to ourselves. Okay? You can never discipline yourself. You can never do time management if you don't like what you're doing. Okay? That's why life becomes shorter than short. All right? That's why you have to reevaluate where you are. No matter how much tips of work-life balance we do, pero ayaw mo kung nasan ka, hindi mo gusto kung sino ka, and especially the environment you are in. All right? So, it has to go back to your big why. The big why, yes, you call it vision, yes, but did you know that you can already live by your vision every day? That's why we started the talk with saying you can live your life one day at a time. Living a life well, one day at a time, is already fulfilling the vision right now. Typically, we are programmed that we get the vision after we work so hard and we're not healthy enough to enjoy it. See what I'm talking about? Go back to your big why, to what you're doing right now, regardless of what position, regardless of what other things you are doing now. Is this supporting really your big why? Okay, I'm going to leave that to you. Okay, I'm going to leave that to you. Hopefully after this talk, make way for a me time. Now, this is what I'm going to ask you. Let's do this activity. What the real you wants to see. Yung ikaw mismo, ikaw, wala tayong pinag-uusapang trabaho. Walang problema tayong pinag-uusapan. Ikaw ang gusto kong kausapin. Okay? You. Only you. Okay? What do you want the real you wants to see? Say said, until now, okay, they said that people have 7 things they want in life. Now, you can add up to the list, all right? You can add up to the list if you want. These are the following, okay? So they said, people, I want to accomplish something. It could be in the form of a house, a car, and so on. I want to build a community. I want to have this friendship with a lot of people. Oh, I want to fall in love again. Oh, I want to get married. Okay. I want this person to love me back. What the real you wants to say. Really, at your age, at your time, right now. Okay? Now, recognition is I want to be recognized by whom. Okay, I want to get the respect that you know I've been building on. Security, I want to be financially free from having all these things. Success can also be defined differently. All right? Ease your mind. No size fits all, but this is about you. So please, okay, let's do this activity, huh? I want you to choose, okay, your top 5. Numbers lang po, top 5. Okay, only top 5. Do you want number 4? Do you want number 7? What's your top 5 choice? Thank you. Okay, iba isa lang. 1 lang nilagay talaga. Okay, but you can choose, ha? Okay, choose 5, top 5. All right. Very good. Okay, I see numbers coming in. Okay, thank you. The others have written down by words. Thank you. Sige, times 5 million. Joke. Hindi kasama yun, ha? Okay, thank you so much for finding your top 5. You can always revisit. Screenshot nyo ito. Okay, you can always revisit. Others said 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 5, 6, 7, 3. Ba't may nakita akong 8? Wala naman akong 8. Okay, joke. Okay? Now, from that top 5, okay, choose your top 3. From that top 5, choose your top 3. Top 3. Okay? Thank you for those. Okay, for those who would like to catch up, no worries, just screenshot this and do that activity. Kung sino ka ngayon ha, at saka yung mga sagot ninyo, ikaw to ha. Hindi ito yung sinabi ni parent, hindi yung sinabi ni best friend, hindi ito yung sinabi ni husband, ni wife, ikaw. Alright, now, top 3, very good. Now, I want you, from your top 3, to do a priority list. When you say priority, ito lang para maintindihan, ano yung priority? Marami kasi kung priorities, magulo yun. Parang sinabi mo na rin, marami kang shota. Hindi pwede yun. Okay? Pag sinabing priority, isa lang. Siya yung nasa top. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Top priority. Alright? Then, second to my priority is this. Third to my priority is this. Alright? So, pag priority, siya yun. Okay. Now, listen. It is very important. Okay, this is your priority. This is what you want to see. Now, ask yourself, why are you doing what you're doing? And why are you doing it there? We cannot have everything. It cannot always be what we want. So, probably it's the place where you're dreaming on. All right? Ika nga nung isang singer sa BGT, British Got Talent, you know, makwento ko lang. This is a guy, he's not really a professional singer. He didn't have kids, but he adopted 7 children. Adopted, okay, of different races. So he's white, all right? And then, he adopted the 7 kids, and he want to prove to the 7 kids that if they dreamt it, they can do it. So that's why he sang in BGT. And he said something there that really stuck on me. Okay, he said that you cannot dream in a place where you're only surviving. All right, you cannot, okay, dream in a place when you are only surviving. And I understand that when 2020 came, most of us are into survival, but it doesn't have to be staying that way. It's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to stay that way. All right, balik ko lang doon sa pinag-usapan natin. Now, thank you so much for those who participated. And you can also do this to your friends. Go ahead. Have fun with activities very easy like this. Now, question now is, now you know your priority. How far have you achieved them really today? Okay. How far have you achieved them today? I'll leave that question to you. If this is your big why, then how far are you close to your big why? All right, 80%, very good. But life can put that into 50%, 40%, 30%. Open your mind. That's the problem with humans. We expect that we can reach goal, but you know, sometimes it's not. We are being redirected for some reasons. All right? Okay, since pandemic, okay lang yan. All is well and will be well. Hindi pa tapos ang laban. Nothing is final yet to how we balance things in our life, okay? So, just like, you know, this is from the golden circle. Okay? So, keep that in thoughts in your priority, ha? Like in the golden circle, it goes with the why. If that probably is your why, you want success, you want recognition, but you have to ask yourself, why? Sabi nga nila, the Japanese would typically gain clarity by asking the question why 3 times. Gusto ko ng recognition why. Yan. Yung sagot doon why. Sagot ulit why until you gain the clarity. Because we know Mandela, right? You know Mandela, the great one, the influencer, you know. Mandela said, I have a dream. He did say, I have a plan. It's always a dream. It goes back to that. Tao po tayo, hindi tayo machine. Unlike an android is being made, a humanoid, for example, a robot, that came from a system created by humans. If you know Ameka, A-M-E-C-A, Ameka, you can Google her. She was created. She's a human robot, but she cannot walk yet. But she was the creator of Ameka. They're trying to put emotions. But one thing there that is really very funny about, why do you put an emotion? If a mecha said, We are not programmed to think. That is the difference, okay, from, us and the AIs or the artificial intelligences. But did you know that you have one intelligence that sometimes you do not use? Ilan ba intelligence natin? Ano bang intelligence meron ka? Okay, yes, Nelson Mandela, that's correct, ma'am. He said, I have a dream. That's all he said. He didn't say, I don't have the how. He didn't say much about the how, but he had a dream. And that's where the boosting and the sparkling of change coming out. Okay? Okay, we have EQ, IQ, yes, emotional quotient, and the intelligence quotient, agree. But there's AI also in us. Hindi lang talaga nagagamit minsan. Hindi nag-iisip. Alam niyo yun? Yun ang sinasabi natin minsan. Alam mo, hindi ka nag-iisip. Ito dapat yung ginagawa. O, di ba? Yes, what is that? Awareness intelligence. Because you cannot change anything if you're not aware that it needs to be changed. AI is awareness intelligence. Cultivate niyo yan. Pinanganak kayo, kasama yun. You need to ask. You need to study about it. It's there, innate. As a human person, we are blessed with all this. That's why we have dream. If we don't have dream, I mean, what is awareness for in the first place? I hope I'm making sense to you right now. Are you still okay? Please type 3 if you are still with me. Type 3, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's proceed. 63 talaga yung isa. Salamat. Nako, bigyan ng jacket ito, ha, joke. O, 3-3 yung iba. Sige, okay. Now, let me proceed. Okay, you know the wheel of life, I think some of you may have known this, but the wheel of life is now to help us. Okay, so very very quick. Makita natin kung nasa na ba tayo ngayon. Sabi mo, ito yung gusto mo. So, nasan ka na ngayon? Okay. Now, you have to choose the 9 key areas of life that are important to you today for who you are, where you are at your age and in journey right now. Okay, you can change also the indicators here. Finance instead of finance, maybe you'd like to put studies. Kung hindi ka naman nagtatrabaho pa, business. Okay, you can change that. Okay, no size fits all for what is important in your life right now. It's only you who can define it. Step 1. Step 2, you rate each area by coloring. You have to color it. You know, like for example, you can put red here. You're using red for health or green. You're using, for friends, maybe blue. For love, you can use yellow. Okay, color it. You now have to rate each scale. Of course, obviously, the 10 is the highest. Meaning to say, fill. Sabi, busog-lusog yung area na yon. Okay, busog-lusog yung area na yon. Rate it right now on your own. All right? So, then step 3, review your big why. You find the connection kung nasaan ka at ano yung big why mo. Now, this is just a sample I want to give you that you may want to do this in me time, over the weekend. And you can do this monthly if you want. You see, that's the problem. We don't give time for our own life. Then we get crazy finding resolution. Honesty should start from you. If it does not work for you, then it means that you get imbalanced, diba? Ganun tayo eh. Pag yung values ng isa, parang hindi ko yata value yan. You get imbalanced. That is where now you feel anxiety, worry, anxious. And you're trying to, suppress that to yourself. Then how can you balance it if you're suppressing it? Okay, one thing for sure, we all need to evaluate our life. Every month if possible, if you have more time, every day. Okay, what did you do every day? You find the connection. Kasi for example, baka gusto mo, okay, success pala sa career, pero ang color mo, ang rate mo is number 3 lang. So are you doing the right thing? If that is what you want, right? So all these things, they should be aligned. When you say balance, there is alignment. Yes? It's as clear as that. All right? So it's good to see the connection. Ibig sabihin, yung why mo, iba sa ginagawa mo. Or sometimes, yung ginagawa mo, okay, tama, pero hindi mo pa rin makita yung clarity sa big why mo. So you are like a zombie going around because everyone's doing it, so might as well do it. Okay, these are the bandwagon people. And that is where now we tend to compare ourselves with people, but mas ano to sa akin? Why do you compare? Okay, we all were born with the Y's. We just have to find, remember in algebra, X is equivalent to plus Y is equivalent to Z. Remember that? In algebra, in your algebra days, we have to find the value of this and that. It's like life. We have to value that so we can get the Z amount. So go back to this essentials, or otherwise, you'll be lost again and you don't know now how to regain balance. Kasi ang pinakamahirap, recovery. It's long, it's tough when you recover from the ditch of doubt. So maybe some things are not clear in your life right now. This is the right time to start clearing them. Base your life, your balancing attitude and acts from your big one. From your big why, not your friends, parents. Let me ask you, who among you graduated, let's be honest, on the course, okay, in school that they did not like? Type me. You can type me. Sino dito yung graduate sa course na hindi nila gusto? For some reason, o diba, marami yun. Yes, every time I ask that question, even to college students, may ibang naluluha-luha pa. Pero may mga dahilan, hindi pa. May mga dahilan. Alam ko kung ano ang prioritize nyo at sino. Okay? Or minsan wala tayong kaperahan to pursue a course we want. Pero hindi pa tapos lahat. Nothing is finally. At you still have this TIME. You have yourself and you still have time. You can always go back. Don't be afraid to go back because that is part of your balance. Hindi yun natupad . Hindi bigyan ng oras. Correct? And that's the void you keep. So how do you balance? Okay, graduating in 3 to 4 months. Of course, I don't really want, anyway, hindi natin masabi yun. Minsan yung mga ayaw natin, later on, yun pala ang sagot. That's why we do not want to label life. Is it good or bad? We don't know. Right? We don't know. Good riddance. Blessing in disguise. We have those thoughts, right? Buti na lang pala, kinuha ko to. Minsan ganun. Okay? So, I hope that I am able to, give you the paradigm shift. But since it's a hybrid work life, we have to take on the paradigm lift. Okay? So, I just went back to you before we go now to the session. It has to start with you only to say that when I built this program, balikan natin mga sarili muna natin. Okay? Because mas masisira ang ulo natin sa mga model, sa pag-aaralan natin. Okay? Because of this. Are we on break, Rish? Are we taking the break for now? Yes.
Yes, we can take we can pause for a while for a quick break, Miss Daphne.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay, everyone, we will pause for a quick break. But before that, of course, as I promised earlier, we will be playing a game. So our game will be Virtual Bring Me. I know you've all played this before during your younger years, so napakadali lang po nito. All you have to do is, I will be asking an item, and of course, the first person to bring the item in front of the camera will win 200 pesos GCash e-money. Ayan, okay? Are you guys ready? For those of you who want to join our game, please open your cameras right now. Ayan, let's wait for the others. Paki-open na po yung mga bag ninyo, yung mga refrigerator. Paki-open na po yan. Okay, so I think we're good. We're all ready. Are you guys ready? Thumbs up, please, everyone. Thumbs up. 200 pesos at stake. Okay. Everyone, please bring me a printed family picture. Printed family picture. Hindi po digital, hindi po nasa phone. Printed family picture. It can be on your desk, on your wallet. There you go. Let's wait for Ariva team. Ayan, I'm seeing the family pictures. There you go. Let's wait for the Ariva team. And the winner is Miss Cynthia Sarah. Miss Cynthia. Okay. All you have to do is send me your GCash account number directly so we can transfer your 200 pesos. Okay, there you go. Congratulations. Miss Cynthia, please give chance to others. Huh? Okay, round two, guys. Everyone, please bring me a stress ball. Stress ball. Ang bilis lang nito. Tignan natin. Okay. Ayan. I'm seeing stress balls. Yellow. Mukhang lahat po may baon na stress ball. So, I'm seeing yellow stress balls. Let's wait for Ariva team. Okay. Waiting. Yes. Same guess po. It's Miss Judy and Jopia Kadayday. Congratulations, Miss Judy. Na nagbigay ng stress ball. So, congratulations. Please send your GCash account number directly para matransfer na natin ang 200 pesos. Okay? For the others, thank you for joining us. So, you can now take your break. But, of course, we have some few announcements. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat po. Thank you everyone for joining. And of course, please stay on top of our insights and updates. Please stay connected. Visit us on our social media pages. Please join the Ariva Academy Facebook group, like the Ariva Academy Facebook page, follow the Ariva Academy LinkedIn page, and visit us on our website. It's www.ariva.com.ph. And please do watch our free live webinars on our YouTube channel. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks. So Ariva Academy, Ariva Talks, and please click the bell button to subscribe, okay? For our upcoming online learning sessions, Ariva Academy would like to invite you Let's wait. Let's wait for that. Okay. Thank you, Miss Judy. I got your GCash number. Please wait for the transfer for the winnings. Okay, there you go. We will be having our Masterclass 3.0 Employees Withholding Tax and Fringe Benefits Tax Strategies on May 20, Friday. DOLE Department Order 183, Provisions and Compliance, Revised Rules on the Administration and Enforcement of Labor Laws. This will be happening on May 25. The Talent Acquisition as a Succession Management Strategy, May 25, another Masterclass 3.0 brought to you by Ariva Academy. The 9 Essentials of Effective Logistics Operations and Warehouse Management. This will be on May 26. Masterclass 3.0, the 12 Winning Formula on Extraordinary Leadership and Team Development for Managerial Success. This is a hybrid session, guys. So if you missed joining our live in-person trainings, please join us on May 27. And if you want to have a customized in-house learning session exclusive for your team, for your company, you would like to invite Miss Daphne to do an exclusive session for you, please do call me at 0916-695-4418 or email me at irish.arivaacademy@gmail.com. We can offer these online and in-person or face-to-face sessions exclusive for your team. And now, everyone, let's all welcome back our speaker, Miss Daphne Granfil.
Okay, congratulations to the winner. Naghanap tuloy ako ng picture, kakalor. Ako. Naghanap ako ng picture. Pasensya naman, okay. Oo, naka-digital na kasi lahat ngayon. Oy, pero ano po ako, isa po ako sa mahilig magtabi ng mga pictures. Actually, isang box na kailangan. Ang vision ko doon, pag medyo mag-edad pa hindi na ako nagtatrabaho, inaayos ko na ang mga photos. Ayan, okay. That's my vision. So let's go back. Congratulations to the winners. Napansin ko maraming stress. Can you see my screen now? O sige, ganito. 1, 2, ang ganda ko. 3, 4, ang bait ko. Ganun dapat ha? Okay? Ganun. Lagyan nyo na ng music din. Alright? So let's go to a paradigm lift because we're going to a hybrid work-life balance. Okay tayo dyan. Hybrid na ngayon. Pati ang work-life balance. Pero ganun talaga ang life. Okay? It's always good. Alright? So, how to balance life in this fast-changed living? That is the question. How do we live life every day, one at a time? How do we do that? You know, even from Paring Einstein told me to share this to you, okay? He also did not stop questioning things. Kasi if we stop questioning things around us, we're not actively leading life anymore. Diba? That's why I told you when you say mabuti pa noon, okay, it's good that you appreciate yung noon, but how is that now going to help you move forward ngayon? That's the question. So if you have questions in your head, then you find ways and time to get answers that you need. Okay, because work-life balance is not a one-size-fit-all thing. So you go through the journey of the balancing act and finding good attitude that matches it to sustain it. All right. So what is hybrid? You know, hybrid, the others before they use on-site, online, ang daming terms na lumabas, no? Nakakatuwa siya. But when we say hybrid, ang unang naisip ko hybrid, chicken ba yun? Hybrid chicken ba ito? Okay. But did you know that may mga hybrid na rin nangyayari sa atin? Okay, maybe you're not just aware about it. We say it half and half, intermix, crossbred or breed, fusion. Even in food, right? A simple adobo, you put a lot of things pinagsasama, or I don't know if you tasted, baka magutom kayo. You already celebrated life with this sinigang, and then another dish that goes with it, pero niluto sila, no? May marami ng fusion. Those are hybrid meals already. Okay, a good example here, let me show you. Okay, for example, a hybrid car. A hybrid car turns out to be hybrid because it runs in 2 motors, okay, with two different sources of energy. One that is of gas or thermal, and the other one is running from electric. Okay, a hybrid car looks something like this. So you wouldn't know that may mga kotse na palang ganyan. The question is, ba't kaya hinhybrid? Di ba? Of course, it's very clear, hinhybrid ito kasi if in case there are no gas, it will still run in electric. Kung wala namang electric, you can use gasoline. No? So, okay. So that's an example of a hybrid thing that you want to take a look at. So it's dual purpose, like your phones, right? Before, it only accommodates one SIM from one company, but now you can have the multiple SIMs. It's hybrid already. Okay, here's another one. I was amazed for looking for good examples of hybrid, but this one talaga natuwa ako. Did you know that we already have pala the zonkies and the zedonks? Okay, this is a crossbreed between a zebra and a donkey. Oh, ayan, something to learn from the animal kingdom. Okay, zonkies and zedonks are actually hybrid, doing the crossbreed because of their stamina and strength. They're carrying animals, no? So malakas sila. The scientists found out that if we crossbreed these two with their strength, okay, they have greater strength and stamina. At the same time, certain viruses do not now implicate the lives. Zonkies and zedonks are already there. Oh, wow. Meron na ngang liger, a crossbreed between lion and tiger. Kaya they're huge, pinagsama. Okay. And of course, those who have dogs here, sino may mga dogs type 4? Those who have dogs, those who love dogs. Ako, I have dogs. I just had to cook them all so they're quiet. Joke. Who has dogs here? Diba? Mga dogs, yung iba crossbreed, right? Doesn't have to be the original or having only one. 7, Emily, talaga pareho tayo 7. 5, wow. Pag ang Pinoy, tinanong mo ng aso. Okay. 14. Oh my God, Hannah. Wow. Well, mga babies talaga. Thank you so much for parents. I'm also a for parent myself. Okay. So you have your crossbreed dogs and they have a different personality and they exude, different strengths and abilities, right? Makikita nyo yon. So it's a fusion. 5 dogs and 8 cats. Oh, wow. Mag-friendship sila, Heidi. All of them are friends. Oh, ang galing naman ng pagka-train. Wow. Minsan nga gusto ko magkaroon ng sea lion. Ano pa ba? Sabi nga ng mga anak ko, pag nakita ko ng panda, gusto ko yung panda. Gusto mo maging zoo? Actually, oo. Palalayasin ko na kayo, mag-zoo na lang ako. Okay? Mas madaling kausap at kasama ang mga animals. Alright. So, let's go now to a hybrid when it comes to living. In Greece, okay? In Greece, they came out now with a hybrid building by using the sides because the basis is actually the location. Mahangin at saka mainit, malamig kung malamig. Okay, but they'd like to, the reason why they came out with the idea of using materials is to cut cost or to have no cost that can run their cooling and heating system. So all these panels have actually reasons, if you follow my cursor, yan, mga panels na yan. Okay, they have reasons why they're there. So they make it, ito na yung mga tinatawag na efficient houses, no? And we starting to build this one na kung pwede, wala nang gastos pagdating sa electricity, sa water and all, it's self-reliant. So they're hybriding also this thing. Sorry, no term as hybriding. Okay? Baka magamit nyo sa sentence. Wala pa yun. Alright? But they are hybrids of certain lifestyles and tools that we use. So it's already happening, no? But it's the first time. You see, the reason why we went into the hybrid, I understand that we hybrid our lifestyle. Okay? Diba? May mga nagtatrabaho dito, meron pang extra ginagawa. Okay? May mga sidelines. Hybrid yun, ha? You are one person doing the work and at the same time, at this hour, iba na yung trabaho mo. I've gone through the same practices myself. Alright? Kaya lang kasi, when the pandemic hit us, nagsabay-sabay ang concern. That's why, kung one company lang or one industry ang tinamaan, I don't think hybrid will be a good approach. But apparently, all of us were affected. That's why all these new things in lifestyle are coming out. Okay? So question is life upgradable? Just like what I show you. Because hybrid is about upgrading. Okay, what other things can this do? And not just us accepting as we have witnessed them in our lives already. So upgradable ba ang life, hindi lang ang drinks? Yes or no? Yes, it is. Nilip kasi natin, pa-upgrade nga ako ng fries. Totoo ba? May fries na ba ang McDo? O yan, di ba? Nalungkot kami ha, nagkakaano na sa potato. OMG, mag-ano na tayo ng potato dito sa bahay. Alright, magtanim na. Kung pwede lang. Yes, life is upgradable. And you can find that in all those things like the one I showed you with the car, the Zedongs and the Zonkies, and now the houses. So look around your place. Baka merong upgradable area to make life simpler and to make life more efficient. This is now where the effective and efficient comes in. And in life, you can do this. All right? So, if life is upgradable, then we should welcome the hybrid in the workplace. Ayan. Okay, typically, ito yung alam natin, di ba? We can work from home or work in the office. But since in the office, social distancing now, or physical distancing, shall I say, wag naman social. Physical distancing now requires us not to be too many people in one place because of the virus we cannot see, and the stamina and health condition of the people around us. Kaya tayo nag-work from home na. Buti na lang may technology na kung wala, hindi ko rin alam kung anong gagawin ko sa sarili ko. So imagine life, no? Yes, sometimes we get to really know, but yes, agree. Okay, we have to be thankful. That's one way also to lead life one day at a time. I would suggest that you keep a journal of something to think about every day. You have to really, that's a problem with people. We don't recognize what is worth the thanks with what we have today. Okay, hindi natin nakikita because we are susceptible to fear, anxiety, worries, and all. But we have to train our minds, okay, that if there is risk, then there are rewards also every day, okay? So, but you see, it's not this simple. Let me just give you a run-through on what happened. Until, eto na, pumasok na ang flexible work arrangement. A hybrid is also a spectrum, just like work-life balance. Range, variety of ways to do it. Okay, a spectrum of flexible work arrangements. And it's not easy, I know, to put things into alignment. And here are the models that probably you can also relate to it. So like remote first, office occasional. The three hybrid models that maybe most of us are adopting today. Tama ba? Okay. Yes. There are changes everywhere. You're right, Jenison. So when you say remote first, it talks about virtual. Okay, virtual yan. Virtual muna tayong lahat. Pag office first, meaning 3 days office, 2 days virtual, or 3 days virtual. Office occasional, meaning to say you need to go to the office kahit na, let's say half day ka lang, then, go back to your workplace. But it always depends on your function. It depends on your role. It depends on your authority level also. It depends on your responsibility. So these are the models that probably some of you are getting already right now. And it's susceptible to change because your company is also responding to the needs of the market outside. Okay? Hindi naman pwedeng one size fits all din ang pinag-uusapan natin. That's why you need to be agile. Ito na si agility, right? You can only be agile if you understand why it needs to be done that way. Okay? What parameters do these things have is something that you also may want to consider. Okay. Kung ikaw ay natatakot umalis, like in my case po, no, I don't go out much because my family, we are 4 generations here. I have my mom who's 8 years old. So we know that the virus, they are very strong enough. And my mom is susceptible. Nagka-Omicron din po kaming lahat dito. Awa ng Diyos naman. Okay, with prayers and rest. Okay, tayo agad. Okay, tayo agad at magpasalamat na kaya pa ulit. Okay? So all of us went through the Omicron stories also just like probably most of you. Okay. Kaya ginagawa natin ito. Isa lang naman ang prinsipyo, we cannot be close or crowded in one area. Okay? And not so as not to implicate another person with the virus, we have to be having ways for remote. Okay, remote time or occasionally magkita tayo. Pwede naman yon. Okay, and that's one consideration I had to choose. How to move my life is the health area because I am not living alone where I am now. Okay, now by fearless culture, this is one I want to share to you. You can read them through, but this is for you to understand the 5 types of hybrid work models that they did. Nag-expand na siya, you see. Because it's a spectrum. Bakit siya nag-expand into 5? Kasi, okay, kanina 3 lang yung pinakita ko sa inyo. Bakit 5 na? Kasi na-try and tested na yon. Ito na yung journey. No? Wow, dumadami na ang types. Dati pag cellphone, isa lang naman, di ba? Ngayon, ang dami-daming models. Ganun ang life. Okay, now the hybrid happens, talks about, this is office first, okay, remote friendly is like office first, 3 days. If you want to look at this illustration, you may want to take a look at the office-centric, okay, type of work that the company has or the digital-centric. Let's go first to the office-centric. office first, 3 days in the office, 2 days remote. Pero they ask employees to also set the date, the schedule. Okay? Now, in remote friendly, meaning to say, kalakalahati siyang ginagawa. In collaboration days naman, employees, they work on site, but they have also the flexibility to work few days remotely. Meaning to say, ito na yung half day in a day. Okay, yung isa naman, remote friendly, scheduled siya. Every MWF, nasa office ako, TTH or S and S, na naka-virtual ako. Or sa bahay ko ginagawa ang trabaho. Okay, yung isa naman, they can work on site, but they can also set half day. Like every Monday, half day ako, sa bahay ko na lang gagawin. But the collaboration days, okay. But again, it depends on a lot of factors for you to get aligned on the schedules. All right. If it's a digital centric, like the call center, the virtual first or the remote first. Yeah, like my daughter works in virtual in call center right now. So she does the virtual sa bahay. But they were also called to report already to the office. But I think hindi kasi pwedeng sabay-sabay na papasukin. Okay, ito yung mga nangyayari ngayon. So still now, she still reports for work at home. Okay? And of course, the flexible hybrid is the one that can choose the working hours and where to do the work. So it depends on the function, the position, the level, the goal, FYI, the goal of the departments to put these things come into play. It's not always, because this is what is healthy for you. Kaya maraming nag-resign, they could not afford. They could not afford to go out because of certain reasons. Typically, it's the family. Kaya hindi sila makareport the way companies want them to report. Now, I think in Philippines, we're doing the fixed hybrid because it is the organization that, put this into categories. If I'm not mistaken, that's how fixed hybrid is here in the Philippines. So this one is influenced by, of course, who decides which model. Is it the employee? Are you given the involvement to decide? Or is it the company? For some, the company, they really have to make the best decision for doing that. But they can also involve people, how they feel about it. Kailangan kasi yun para mag-align tayo ng understanding. So, notice that kanina 3 lang, ngayon 5. And when we started putting things in place, sino nga ba magde-decide? You're supposed to be telling, giving all these things. Do visit Fearless Culture so you can understand more about the models. If you are asked, can you present a model to me? What is good? Depends on a lot of areas and factors. Okay, so there's also one hybrid due to presence and time. Yung iba kasi the work, kailangan may tao, di ba? Yung iba full in person. Okay, like us speakers, now we have the liberty to choose whether we go for virtual or face-to-face. Balik kami parang full in person and complete, no time flexibility kasi we have classes, so we have to be there on the time of the talk like what we're doing right now. So right now I am in full remote and no time flexibility. I have to be in the schedule of this. Ito ako ngayon sa category dito. Pero pag ako ay on-site talk already, I will be now here in the full in person with no time flexibility. So this is now the indicator that we use is presence. Yung kailangan ba face-to-face at saka yung oras. If it's, can we do the work now or not? Kaya minsan nagkakagulo tayo. If we have meetings, nag-set kayo ng date, ng time, nakalimutan yung isabihin kung on-site or online. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. Okay. So you have to be very clear about how to meet your people. And this is part of hybrid. And who should be full in? Who should have the time flexibility? I think the salespeople have more time flexibility than the ones in the admin because the admin has to operate it. So it goes with a certain typical type of responsibility. So you can determine which one, who will be the full in person, those who can go remote. Okay? So processes, alam ko tinamaan yan, hindi madali. Unless the company can go full remote, if there are apps, technologies involved, like what we do here in AXA, we can go collaboration days, and we can also go full remote because we have apps and tools already. All right. Now, the tactics of some companies, they do the different approaches to the hybrid model. Ito na yun, tactics, paano gagawin. Okay, smaller satellite offices kung meron. No, katulad nung 2020, I think some of the buildings, the venues were used as hospitals. So ganito rin sa hybrid work. Okay, so we have the remote suggested, and all of this are supposed to be planned. Okay, in the hybrid. So you go back typically to the function. That's why the leadership lifestyle should also be different. Okay, and the monitoring of the performances will be different. Even your PMS, actually, dapat iba na eh. Kasi iba na yung work lifestyle na ginagawa ngayon. Okay, and these are the things into consideration. Going back to you, as an individual, alin ba doon ang mag-work para sa'yo? Okay? Because that is where the balance is coming from. That's why if you are, let's say, looking for work right now, consider these things, please. The tactics, the presence and time needed of you, the tools you have in the house, because not all companies going to provide computer and what we have here, right? Unless you're into call center, they will provide it. Okay? But if it's not really in that industry, maybe you'd like to ask, no? If you can be provided. Okay, I also have my consulting works and we do mostly remote. Okay, so kung kayang ganon, kung kaya at hindi naman tatamaan yung quality of work and quality of performance, then you should come out with best indicators to evaluate them very well. Okay, on a technical side. Now, here's the thing. Is life negotiable? Yes or no? Let me ask you. Is life negotiable? Yes or no? Okay, maybe you're thinking very well. Is life negotiable? Yung iba yes, yung iba no, yung iba maybe, probably, you want to say. Okay. Actually, it is. It is negotiable because we will never have the hybrid style if it is not. 8 to 5 pa rin tayo. So negotiable siya. Mabuti na lang may technology. That's why we are able to do this. Those are negotiables. The one I showed you, the models, they are negotiable. You're negotiating whether can I just come to the office every Monday and do my stuff and the rest of the week at home? Okay? Can I just, be in the office kasi nalulungkot ako sa bahay? Minsan may mga ganon. Diba? Minsan may mga ganon. Bumaba. I heard that one office, maraming nag-resign kasi nag-remote. Okay, it's the industry is realty. Okay, realty. Medyo hindi siguro nagustuhan ng empleyado kung ano yung lifestyle niya when it was turned into remote. But again, these are trial and truth. Again, okay, walang trial and error. Put in your head, trial and truth ang tawag doon. The truth is, it doesn't work for you. The truth is, it doesn't work for them. And life is wide. Though it's short, it's wide. You need to explore. All right? So, if life is actually negotiable. Now, let me go back to this question. Is life a spectrum also of journey? Katulad ni hybrid. Spectrum, flexible work arrangement. Ang buhay ba? Spectrum of journey. Yes or no? Yes. Hindi tayo pare-pareho ng buhay at role. Okay, definitely yes. Thank you. You agree. Okay, tignan ko nga kung nasan ka ngayon. So today, let me know. Okay? Type 1 if you are working as a new hire in the company. Bago ka lang sa company. Kasi ibang balance pag bago pa lang. Okay? Kung hindi naman, okay lang yon. Hindi ka new hire. So, medyo daw, sabi ni Ada, okay. Kasi pag bago ka, you are trying to also adapt pa. Okay? It's hard when you're new, right? Iba yung pain ng bago sa pain ng matagal na. Let's be honest, right? Okay? 1.5. Okay. 1.5 years. Well, you consider yourself How do you consider yourself new and not new? You are no longer new if you have mastered the processes, okay, the goals, visions of your company, hindi ka na bago nun. And guess what? Mastery doesn't take time. Not all things takes time. It's up to you and how you absorb knowing them. Okay, so it's okay if you're not working as a new hire. No problem. How about this? Are you working solely for the family? Ikaw bang breadwinner? Nag-iisa ka lang? Okay? Nag-iisa ka lang? Yung iba, yes, yes. Now, why am I saying that? For the breadwinners of today, your concern is the bacon to bring home. Right? More on the financials. Okay, you see the journey is different. Kanina si new hire, maybe in the career. This one, nasa financial na tayo. Alright? Okay, let me try the other one. Sige, kung wala ka, very pressured, sabi. Oo, I understand. Ganyan din ako noon. Actually, I'm a solely breadwinner right now. Okay, it is with 4 generations. OMG. Working with other, also working at home. Dalawa ba kayong nag-i-internet? Nag-aaway na ba kayo sa Wi-Fi? You see? Yung tipo, ano ba? Ikaw na magbayad ngayon, tumaas ang ganito. Okay, kung hindi, okay lang. You see, these are, you know, practical considerations. Oh my God, 3 working, 1 student. Oh, mag-aaway kayo sa time frame, right? Okay. Now, next, working with young children. You know, to keep them, please understand that I have work at home, working with young kids. Yes. O iba naman ang journey ng mga young children. Tapos ikaw naman si mommy and daddy guilty, wala kang oras pero nasa bahay ka lang. See? Those can also be something that will imbalance you if you are doing that. Or, of course, changing your hats, going to the office and changing your hats when you're staying at home. All right? Now, how about those with school children? Natuturuan mo pa. Tuturuan mo siya. Kailangan nasa class ka din with your kids. That's kind of tough, you know? I was thinking like, buti na lang yung mga anak ko nasa 20s na. Tapos na ako sa ganun. I knew it was tough. Because some parents would really come to you at sila ang napapagod. Hindi ang mga kids, kundi sila. They become the teacher from home already. And they can come out with a new, actually they can come out with a new career. You know, pwede na sila ngayon maging tutors. Totoo lang. Hybrid to tutor ang mga mommies. Yes? Oh, okay. Oh, very far from your daughter. Oh, okay. But there should be somebody, right, if it's virtual, that's looking after her when she goes for homeschooling. Okay. Are you the one caring for adults like myself? You have adults in your home. Okay? Hopefully, walang sakit. Okay? Hopefully. Because it's really tough for you to put your head again in the work. Wala naman yung iba. Okay, so I'm just showing you this. And there may be any other category. I'm showing you this to put into your awareness that those things I talked about, the models, all right? They are the models that we want to work on. But apparently, you are also into a one model at home that you are into this situation. And that's tough, really, to balance. Right? You want to do things, you know you can do things because there is this. That is where another priority comes in. That's why you have to step back and see it, the big picture. Because typically you have, if you're doing, ito lang, hybrid work lifestyle, you have to have a support system at home. That's the best tip I can give you. Have a support system. Like for example, right now, I told my kids, shh, okay, keep the dogs sleeping because I'm doing this stuff from 9:30 to 11:30. So far, wala pa nag-iingay. So I had to message everyone. You see, you need a support system to do the hybrid. If not, you have to find a good plan. Yes, working with newborn baby, yan yung hindi natin nakikita. And then you wanted to balance your life. It can never be like you're balanced in the workplace and you're not balanced at home. That's not work-life balance. Huh? That's not work-life balance. It has to be integrated. Just like the samples I gave you, right? Like for example, integrated as in design, integrated as diet, integrated as budgeting. Kailangan integrated. There are trade-offs. There are trade-off. To get balance, you have to trade off something. That's why you have to go back to the list of your importance, go back to your big why, and you have to trade off so that you can be rewarded. That's the truth. Okay? So, these are my tips to you right now, aside from getting a strong support system. Your family should understand how your life is right now with the work. Okay, I can't go home at this hour. We should change things, how to prepare food. Yan yun eh. Hindi natin pinag-uusapan yan. Pero dyan tayo nai-stress. Yung maliliit, hindi naman kasama sa job description mo yan. Correct? Diba? Yung mga maliliit, because we always assume people will understand where we are. No, they don't know sometimes. They do not understand. Teach them what hybrid work lifestyle is, please. No? And give them the chance to also involve them in suggesting ways how to do it. So again, go back to your why, to find out if you are in the right place to thrive from and get near your whys. Next is structure. The structure of your schedules. Do not overschedule, please. Otherwise, you're gonna lose the essence of living. All right. So this is just a sample of what I can give you right now. The date, the top 3 priorities. Kasi natakot tayo mag-prioritize no? I don't know why. Your priority should be aligned to your big why. Your priority should be aligned. Make it simple. And then the schedule comes out. Then study the structure of your schedule. If it does not work, change. Okay, change right away. Okay? You have to review them if it works. If you're working from home, then you should have your own place. Make it simple, make it clean, make it tidy. Wala masyadong distraction because you have to focus on it. All right? Now, if you have in the office, wala tayong problem because it's already set up. In other words, you do your own setup. And if you can invest, okay, on the proper setting like the ones I'm having here, this has been with me. Good thing I bought this before the pandemic. So, hindi masakit ang likod ko. And there are certain arrangement, the ergonomics. Pag naka-white chair lang kayo, masakit sa likod yun. Okay, may maupuan lang. And that affects now the body now tells the soul you're tired. Okay, so these are being set up, a hybrid work-life balance wizard today. Set up, builds up the environment. Okay, they do not rely on just waiting, sitting there, and then, you can do something to make a hybrid work lifestyle friendly kind of journey you have right now. Social media, all right? I know if you're from home, especially, kasi may mga blocking naman sa mga companies, but maybe you'd like to discipline. Yeah, susceptible ako dyan. Actually, ang lunchtime ko, Netflix. Okay, para lang medyo ma-divert. Pero lunchtime lang yun, ha? Okay, mga break time kung kaya niyo. Or, if not, use the time to go downstairs or go to have lunch with your family. You need a human connection. All right, yes, Netflix, sabi ni Emily. Okay, so, but we have to control, again, discipline is good if you know your why. It's always aligned to your why. Okay, travel apps. I don't know. The only app I know is we have the Waze, of course, to tell us where to go if you have your own vehicle. Okay, and then the Grab, right, is there. So these are use technology to make your life easier because there are really technology right now friendly. All right, although you really have to spend and invest something on that. But again, time is more valuable than money. So your phone should also already be, having all this apps so that you don't get crazy and looking for it when you need it. So even the technology-wise, you set things up, only put the things that you need there so you don't get confused. Also, yes, reaching out online, yes, correct. What else? Wardrobe. Okay. Maybe you'd like to revisit your wardrobe. And also, if you are working at the office, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, to susuot ko, in advance. Plan in advance, not on the day itself. Otherwise, okay, Baka mamaya pumasok ka sa office, nakapambahay ka, nakalimutan mo, ha? Okay. So plan your wardrobe in advance so that it's easy for you to move things forward in a day. So these are small things, but they are actually organizing your thoughts, planning your day ahead. Okay. Yes, even meal, I agree, you have to plan it, especially kung hindi ka kumakain sa bahay, doon ka na sa office. The money has to also be set very well. Okay, being business unit level Access Philippines, we agree, we always teach people to do some budgeting because our life is already changing, there are more risks, so we really have to allot, okay, a space for your essential. And today, honestly, insurances are part of essentials already because of the risk around us. They're fast. We know there's risk in the future, but they are fastly changing as well. Okay? So, is life's quality also dependent on the non-negotiable we define? What I mean to say here is that if you have the negotiable ones in your life, you should also have non-negotiable. Okay? Because that will affect the quality. You should also define your non-negotiables sa schedule mo. Ano ba ang non-negotiable pagdating sa pera? Okay? Ano ba ang non-negotiable mo pagdating sa time? You set that up, and that is the foundation of decision, is in your big why. All right? So, non-negotiable, but also review because our non-negotiable changes over time. So again, kick off your awareness intelligence from what job you're doing right now, what are the conditions it entails, and where you are at on the journey. Okay? Because it's not good to only be balanced in the home life and you're crazy in the work life or vice versa. They should be integrated. That is how the work-life integration comes in. Okay, but it goes first with the balancing act. So to also give you ways on how you can sustain really your sanity, your beauty, your physicality of health. It is always been told that less is more. I aim to be minimalist in the next few years, actually, okay, because I've seen my kids have grown already, okay, so I think it's time to do the minimalist lifestyle. Less is more, and I'm saying that there are things to downsize. Okay? Things to downsize. Ito, itry niyo ito ha. Actually, what you want, really, really want in life is nasa iyo na. Look around your house. See what you have there. But sometimes we buy things that we don't really need, but we wanted it. Pero nasa iyo na eh. But the problem is the value of everything that we accumulate in time goes down. Except, of course, for liquid cash. All right. So downsize, maybe you'd like to consider going around, downsize your stuff to give way for a better working space. Okay, just give it away and let the Lord bless you with new, better stuff that you need. Schedule, downsize it. Baka punong-puno naman yung schedule mo, hindi makahinga. And eventually, di mo rin pala nagagawa. So, you have to downsize your schedule. And how do you do that? You know yourself. You know your threshold. Yan. May threshold ang tao. Hindi tayo pare-pareho ng threshold, ha? Okay. Downsize your relationship. Maybe you're the typical person who said yes to all invitations. Again, all of us have missions because we have visions to fulfill. There are some relationships that it can wait, and there are some that cannot wait. So it's not saying forgetting about relationship, but giving priority, okay, is the key. Expectation. Downsize natin sa ganitong panahon, okay, na pabago-bago, may kalabuan, hindi ka sigurado. We have to put our expectation down sometimes because we do not control everything. So baka super expected mo na ganito, and hindi mo na ma-manage it without, go back to the ditch of doubt. It takes time for you to recover again, and that's time that you lose. Okay? Labeling life as good or bad, we don't know. labeling your boss as good or bad, you don't know. You are being labeled good as bad. I think everything is working. Otherwise, we can't be doing this. What's important is we can still move forward to whatever we do. Now, upsize time. You need to put more time on the following. Thanksgiving. Every day, 15 minutes before you go to sleep. Okay. The first fruit, okay, in respect to all religion. What made me stronger is really praying when I wake up. Thanking, because we've known friends who passed away on their sleep. So you woke up this morning without praying for it, is already a miracle for you, really. Okay? But others have not gotten that opportunity. So why don't you make Thanksgiving as your first fruit of the day? Next, mindfulness. Give time for planning. Give time to evaluate your plans. You have to be mindful. Nobody will do this for you. Only you. Because only you know your why. Of course, exercise the best you can. Walking is okay. They call it earth gym. Yung mga nag-walking, nag-jogging. Earth gym. If you cannot spend for a gym, it's okay. You know, there are many ways to do that. We already have the YouTube there. My daughter does that for the gym time. You know, she does it by herself at home. And you save on a lot of things too. Healthy meals, please. Okay, alam ko, fast, no? Fast lahat. Okay, pero hindi rin maganda na laging 3-in-1. Technofan ang kinakain natin, 3-in-1 lahat. Has to be good food, cooked meal. Kahit na hindi naman siya ganun kamahal. Alright? Find, if that you have a fast life and you just grab a sandwich or buy it somewhere from our fast food, please have a day naman na healthy yung meal mo. Okay? And variety, please. Okay, and make it variety. Hygiene, of course, we know this. We upscale, okay, or upsize the hygiene because it's part of our responsibility, a social responsibility in the country and in the world. All right, so if you take a look at the list, it's not really hard to follow. So if you put this into your lifestyle, then there will be change, right? There will be change. You'll realize, oh yeah, parang I feel more in control because na-lesson na and it gives you more control of time and of your abilities. So you see, agility, according to Jim Highsmith, is right, you know, adapt, respond to change. Okay, but sometimes people do not see the opportunity beyond the threat. It's more of the threat than the opportunity. So there is a requirement I want to share to you about agility, all right? This is like, I'll tell you, for 30 years or so of my career as a consultant and as a trainer, I've been into 14 industry. AXA Philippines is my 14th. So I went around to study, I went around to help, I went around to see how else I can, you know, improve things on. And so they consider me very agile for adopting, okay? But of course, I had my study. Well, what I did, I am aware. Okay, I cannot change hats if I'm not aware I need to. You should have the awareness to change things around you or in yourself. You have the grit to fail forward. To kasi, di ba, minsan ayaw natin, no? Wala namang alam yan. Okay, but did you know that as consultants, we fail forward by understanding, by studying, and you have the grit to change things to correct it. Now, nobody wants to fail forward, right? But it's the only way to learn. Discarte, cleverness to make things work. Okay? The cleverness to make things work. Try nyo muna. If hindi bagay ang lifestyle ninyo sa trabaho nyo ngayon, try nyo muna. Okay? Gawin nyo muna yung mga pinag-usapan natin ngayon. Baka naman hindi lang may mga bagay na nagagawa, kaya hindi nag-work. Limitless first attitude. Okay? Nauna na yung limit. Hindi pa ginagawa, may limit na. May verdict na. Okay? That's your first attitude. Try mo muna. There must be other ways. You see, I heard this from one YouTube, and you know, sometimes they're saying, right? Okay, ang mga Pilipino daw tamad. Huwag magagalit, ha? Tamad. Tamad na mag-isip. Okay? Hindi sa trabaho. Tamad mag-isip ng ibang paraan. Yung iba ganun. So they thought that if they find something, you know, easy, always finding convenience, Ang may convenience lang po ay 7-Eleven. Bawal ang mag-promote. Convenience store. Okay? Pero in life, we are not born to be convenient on the journey. We are born to learn and find our way towards our big why. And that's not convenient. Okay? So, if it's a life of ease you're looking for, then you don't need balance anymore. Okay? Initiative to find options, ang dami na po. We can research, Google is there. So many things you can ask people around. Ang dami nang lumabas compared to when we were in college. Imagine, how did we do things there then that we don't have this? Okay? And talk time. You need to relate to people. You cannot do things only on your own. Find ways to call, Zoom, face-to-face, kung may time ka. Change meanings of life, not just of work, of you. Okay? So, and the best of all is yourself to balance with. Otherwise, di ba? Wala naman tayong dapat balansin. Ang binabalansin naman talaga ay sarili natin. Above all else. Okay? So before, right questioning in your life can help you proceed to the next best step. Okay, you might be asking the same question when you were in 2015 pa, pero iba na kasi ang mga katanungan na kailangan sinasagot sa ganitong panahon. Okay, so if life's big why achieved by moving mini-whys daily, of course, it's always every day. It's never like, I'm going to have a good life in 10 years. No. It's always what you put every day. Nagtatanim tayong lahat, no? So tama ba yung tinatanim mo sa tamang lugar? At tama ba na nasa tamang lugar ka? O baka hindi naman nagsusurvive doon yung talagang dapat na tinatanim mo? These are, things that we should be cultivating in ourselves. Trial or truth lang lahat. Ha? Okay? Huwag pong matakot sagutin ang katotohanan. So, well, almost done with everything that I'm speaking here, why it's important to talk about positive peace, because whatever is happening to us right now, we are globally led with a lot of wars around us from the local to the international. So positive peace actually is a movement, okay, by societies. Pero meron din naman kasi tayong pwedeng gawin, okay, to move. Ang negative peace po is like, an example of that is ceasefire, wherein the reason why we stop the war because of a ceasefire. Mag-uusap muna. But that's a negative peace. But the positive peace, wala namang negative. Okay, we are upkeeping the peace that we are having right now. So attitude, okay, and these are institutions, these are already community working for it, like UN, United Nations, who are also mediating during the time when the Ukraine-Russia started. Okay, they are part of the positive peace group. But in our lives, okay, it talks about we create the peace through our actions and interactions with people. Again, work-life balance, wizards of the hybrid age, right? We can do a lot of things for each other. We just don't have to do, things on our own. And one thing is, ask help from people around you. Okay, no one is a superwoman and superman. In the VUCA age, like life, okay, nobody is a god here. Okay? So, with positive peace, let me show you this, because if you believe in the ripple effect, okay, if you are balanced individual in all areas of your life, then you also, of course, do this for others. Nakakalabas ka na sa shell mo kasi nabalansin mo na yung sarili mo. Okay? And then natuturuan mo na rin ng ibang tao how to balance themselves. Okay, it takes time, I know. It takes time. So make way, make time for it. All right? So with this, is life urging us to move the peace we all deserve? Of course. Because by truth, chaos comes before peace. It's not the other way around. Chaotic muna, then peace. So, I want to leave this to you. Okay, risk is the secret to success, sabi ni Tony Robbins. Okay, you also have me. My name is Daphne Granfil. And with that, it's also my mandate to, do the AXA work for you, because we understand that you move rewards and there are risks around us. Just let me know how else I can help you with that. Okay, you can screenshot this so we can discuss about it, and we can start with the coaching, okay, and planning for your finances. So I'd like to say thank you, okay, for joining us today. If there's any question, I would love to answer it. And if you want to do this talk for your team, please do. Talk to Irish, of course, a beautiful Irish here. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Ms. Daphne. So we're not yet done. We will now open the floor for some questions, clarifications, key takeaways from our participants. So you may type it in the chat box right now, or if you want to ask your questions live, you may click the raise hand button, wait for me to acknowledge you, and then you can unmute your audio and raise your questions. There you go. I'm seeing thank yous, Ms. Daphne. That was indeed a lot of learnings from you. Maraming salamat. How we can integrate work life and family life. Ayan po. Any questions from our participants? Clarifications or key takeaways? Ano po yung mga aha moments natin? And starting today, that we will be applying in our daily lives. Ayan, I'm seeing, thank you, Ms. Daphne. This session was really very informative from Erona Royo. It's flooding with thank yous, Ms. Daphne.
Thank you so much for joining us, really, and giving time for this. I really hope do share it also to the people whom you love. Again, you need the family to understand where you are, so they can also help you move your visions.
Okay, from Maria Teresa, thank you, Ms. Daphne, for refreshing us with our priorities in life. Aurora, thank you, Ariva Academy. Thank you, Ariva. Ms. Daphne, so empowering. From Sheila. Any questions from our participants? I think there's no questions. Lahat yata clear from them. Ayan. Okay, I have one here from Miss Emily Terso. My takeaway would be the new categories of hybrid work. Okay, Gabriela, thank you for this webinar. It made me rethink how I should plan out my life. Okay, from Ms. Mila, challenging to apply, but start from simple until it becomes a part of one's systems and becomes a habit. I agree with you, Ms. Mila. Ayan po, salamat. It's really flooding. No questions, Ms. Daphne. Really flooding with thank yous and appreciation from your from learnings with you. So I think we're all good. And of course, it is apt to give you acknowledgement. So we would like to thank you and award this certificate of appreciation to you, Ms. Daphne. So please allow me to read the citation. Ariva Academy Learning Development at its finest gratefully presents this certificate of appreciation to our speaker, Ms. Daphne Granfil, for generously sharing her professional expertise and valuable knowledge and wisdom to the delegates of a hybrid work-life balance, putting the Agile-You Work at Work today, held on May 4 via Zoom platform. Signed, Mr. J. Matienzo, Chairman and Chief Strategies, and yours truly, everyone. A round of applause to our speaker, Ms. Daphne Granfil.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Ariva. I had fun, and blessed May to all.
Same to you, Ms. Daphne. One last from Chin Joy Romagera. You cannot dream in a place where you are only surviving. Wow, thank you so much for that. And everyone, I hope you learned a lot from Ms. Daphne today. And of course, looking forward to see you more on our free live and paid webinars. And now may I ask everyone to please enable their cameras for our final group photo. In behalf of, well, you're opening your cameras, guys. In behalf of Ariva Academy, maraming salamat for joining us on our free live webinars. And as I've said earlier, looking forward to see you more. Ayan po, may I call on the assistance of our technical director, Sir Jeff, to assist us for a group photo?
Yes, thanks so much, Miss Iris. So, guys, please enable your camera before we start for the group picture. Okay, let's wait for the others. Okay. Okay, I think we're good now. So, guys, get ready for the first shot. And 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, one more. This time, let's finger heart naman po. Finger heart. Yan. Okay. One moment. Alright, guys, get ready. Okay. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, thank you. Back to you, Miss Irish.
Thank you, Sir Jeff. And with that, everyone, thank you for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed and learned a lot from our session. This ends our webinar, and it's been a pleasure hosting this session. Looking forward to see you more. God bless everyone. Thank you, Ms. Daphne. Thank you. Stay safe.
Ariva Academy